Soldier Field in Chicago. This is the National Football League. We'll see Mitchell Trubisky and the Chicago Bears taking on Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from Soldier Field. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Saints offense now getting set here and leading them out in what could be his final NFL season. The game's all-time leading passer, that's Drew Brees.
When you think of accuracy, you might as well think of Drew Brees because he owns 5 of the 6 best completion percentages in a single season in NFL history, and it feels like he's done them all in 5 of the last 6 seasons. Like Tom Brady, he thinks he can go until he's at least 45, loves playing the game, takes great care of his body, and despite missing 5 games with a thumb injury last year, showed his toughness and came back and threw 27 touchdown passes against just 4 interceptions.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Brees. And he fires one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. On the return, Deontay Harris. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The New Orleans Saints, winners of 2 straight. They get the victory over the visiting LA Chargers Monday night in Week 5, and they needed that one, moving to 3-2 now on the year. Now, coming up, Week 6, their open week, and then they'll be home for Carolina, then at Chicago and at Tampa Bay. And hopefully they'll have their all-pro Michael Thomas back in time for those contests, because certainly they have missed him out wide. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10, right at the 30. Now Brees to try again after the pick six.
Brees.
Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now Brees on 3rd down. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The sack by Robert Quinn.
Our former first-round pick, Leonard Floyd, is no longer with the Bears, so they signed Robert Quinn to replace him as a sack guy. And Robert Quinn just got one right there. Had 11.5 sacks last year with Dallas. The best since his lone all-pro season in 2014. And I know the Bears are his 4th team in 4 years after stints with the Rams, Dolphins, and Cowboys. But don't be fooled by that. Robert Quinn still has a lot of juice left in his tank.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return, and the Bears take over. The Bears getting the football here offensively, and the man in charge at QB. It is 4th year now for North Carolina, Mitchell Trubisky.
We've seen a lot of ups and downs in the young career of Mitchell Trubisky. 3 years with the Chicago Bears, and he's a young quarterback still learning on the job. But what numbers do you trust with him? 8-7, 15 starts last year, but he was 11-3 the year before. The Bears offense, though, in 2019, just 25th in passing and 29th overall. They're looking for Mitchell Trubisky to elevate his game and bring the Bears along with him.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10, right at the 30.
6-man. Check curls.
From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Middle of the field, it's Robinson.
Trubisky's pass.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
A gain of 3.
And Jimmy Graham, likely coming near the end of what has just been a tremendous career. One that started for him as a member of the Saints. He played with them from 2010 to 2014, and in that span, he was twice a 1,000-yard receiver and 3 times a Pro Bowler. He will always be remembered fondly in New Orleans. First carry now for David Montgomery. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Well, so much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here that if you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. The All-Pro Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
Kamara, the ball.
That kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Brees. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And that's caught by Smith. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Ball carrier.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brees. The open man is Smith. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
It's a
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing, and that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3, just get the ball right to the receiver.
Is the hitch route. Tell us, what is the hitch route?
Yeah, just take really one step like you're driving off the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Brees. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 41-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Brees now. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Brees.
They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Every time Michael Thomas makes a catch, I can't help but marvel about the 2019 season. 149 catches, but how about the receiving yardage? 1,725 yards. I don't care what the game plan was on defense, Michael Thomas found a way to beat it.
A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now Brees. That's caught. It's Thomas. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Brees.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
But you can cover Michael Thomas however you want to. Guys in the short zone, deep zone, mid zones, 2, 3, 4 defenders. He finds a way to get open. 149 catches in 2019, a new NFL record for receiving. Any route you want him to run, he can do it, and he finds his way open.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Again, it's Brees. That's caught. It's Sanders for the Saints touchdown.
Number 17.
A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Bears take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Chicago Bears coming back out here. It's a team that's 4-1 for the first time since 2012 as they take care of the Bucs 20-19 on Thursday night, Week 5. And Nick Foles did just enough to win. 243 yards, a touchdown, did also throw an interception. But for Foles, his first win as a Bears starter, he also improves to 2-0 over Brady, with the other, of course, being the win, Charles, in Super Bowl 52. But have you seen enough to say that the Bears are for real?
Well, I think that they are headed towards it. I still want to see more consistency on offense. I mean, Nick Foles gets the win because that's what we do with starting quarterbacks. But as you said, he did just enough. You know, I didn't think he was particularly spectacular in this game. But isn't it funny that he's 2-0 against Tom Brady? It's kind of like in baseball, Hall of Fame pitcher. He has that guy who hits 230 in his career who hits 500 against him. You know, that guy just can't get out. That's kind of what Tom Brady has with Nick Foles. But truthfully, with this Bears team, what got them over the hump against Tampa was Khalil Mack, Akeem Hicks, Robert Quinn, the pass rush, especially late in the ball game. So we'll see what happens with the Bears coming up. If the offense gets going smoothly, they're going to be a tough out because they're on the road the next 2 weeks. At Carolina is playing surprisingly well in the early going, and then a long-distance trip to go take on the LA Rams, who won this past week too.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Nice gain there by the second-year runner out of Iowa State, David Montgomery, who often finishes his runs moving forward and knocking defenders back. He finished tied with Josh Jacobs for the most carries by a rookie last year. But what the Bears need from him, improve on his 3.7 yards per attempt. If he gets that up into the 4s, look out. He can control the game with his running.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. It's caught outright by Graham. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Well, I haven't met an NFL player yet that doesn't use criticism as an edge, and Jimmy Graham has heard that a number of people think he's near the end of his career. He didn't put up the numbers he should have put up in Green Bay with Aaron Rodgers. I think he's going to put a huge chip on his shoulder. Nice catch there, and he wants to show flashes of that form that he exhibited early in his career with New Orleans and Seattle.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 17-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Over the middle, complete. That's Robinson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Always thought Allen Robinson was a high flyer from his days at Penn State, and none of that has changed with the Chicago Bears. If you throw the ball out to the perimeter, if it's a 50-50 ball, more times than not, he's going to come.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bears have taken the lead.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25 yards.
Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Brees now on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
Brees again here on 2nd and 10. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And the Saints first down.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. On first down, Brees. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Smith. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
On 1st and 10, here's Brees. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. To throw, it's Brees. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. To throw is Brees. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Sanders. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. On the ground, Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We just watched a fine first half from quarterback Mitchell Trubisky. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 22.
So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27.
Janoris Jenkins.
The tackle by Janoris Jenkins.
A gain of 4.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Chicago Bears. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Nowhere to go that time.
29.
He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Alex Anzalone.
That's a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. On second and 9, Trubisky. This to Graham on the short pass. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Graham. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. Now he'll pull it down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
This one into the hands of Ginn out wide. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Give him 7 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
They'll run with Montgomery. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Draw play here, Trubisky gives to Cohen, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Trubisky. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Eddie Pinheiro on now for the Bears. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Eddie Pinheiro for the Bears field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
Saints 7.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Harris to return it. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Harris on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. A gain of 6 there on first.
Complete to Jared Cook.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They'll bring out 4 receivers, 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Brees. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sanders. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
New Orleans.
Good catch there by Emmanuel Sanders, and he's exactly who you want in your locker room and who you want on your team. He can integrate into an offense quickly. He joined the San Francisco 49ers at midseason last year and had a huge impact in their run to a Super Bowl. He's a veteran receiver that everyone respects, and yes, he can still play.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, but it's going to be 2nd down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Brees to throw again. That'll be complete to Cook. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this carries into the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard.
Onto the field now come the Bears. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 46-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now they'll run it with Cohen. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Here's Trubisky. And this is incomplete.
Trubisky's pass.
I know you're thinking it, but I'll just go ahead and say it to give you an idea of how sharp he's been in this game. Just his 2nd incompletion, and we're in the 4th quarter.
He has been locked in, laser-focused all throughout this one, hasn't he?
Certainly has, and he's gotten some help from his receivers as well. They also are locked in.
Yeah, the drops have been at a bare minimum. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Trubisky. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
Well, it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have
That's
a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will make it into the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. And this offense led by Mitchell Trubisky going to make their way back out there. A field goal does them no good. They need a touchdown.
And right now, in his mind, in his memory bank, he's drawing on times that he's done this before. Not necessarily in the NFL. College, high school, pee-wee ball, wherever. Anything positive that he remembers about taking a team downfield with a chance to win, he's going to draw on that for this drive.
I'm sure that these guys live for these moments. Here we go. Back to the air, Trubisky after the pick six. He'll buy some time right. Now Trubisky lost the football, and this is picked up by the Saints. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brees. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face, and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Now this will make it into the end zone, and Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. The Saints defense, we watch them get set to go. Forced the fumble last time, up on the scoreboard, things going their way.
Things are rocking easy now, and they feel good about themselves, confident, taking the ball away in the last possession. They're going to try and do it again.
So let me ask you, can you be playing free and that can be good, or it can also become bad, right?
I like the way you put it. You're exactly right. It can work both ways. Sometimes you get too loose and give up big plays and not handle your responsibilities. But oftentimes when you're playing free and easy and locked in, as they are today, you see the end result.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Uses the stiff arm. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9. brings up 2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense. Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky. He'll drop this one down to Cohen. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I would think that by now people are done underestimating Tariq Cohen because of his stature when they see him at about 5'6", 5'7". But he can do it all. He can run inside, run to the perimeter, but he also catches the ball really well out of the backfield. And he had more receptions than carries last season. He kind of looks like Darren Sproles, who's been his inspiration as an NFL player. In 2018, Tariq Cohen was a Pro Bowler as well.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Again, it's Trubisky. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. Play action. It's Trubisky. Oh, that was dangerous.
Trubisky's
threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10.
He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Trubisky to throw again. Now Trubisky lost the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
Brees sacked. Fumble on the play. Recovers by.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Drew Brees with a kneel down, and that ought to do it.
Today today's final
Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the fourth quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Soldier Field.